power. There's so many people that don't know they can hear the Holy Spirit, and you have a responsibility to witness to people. And I know that. And I said, okay, Holy Spirit, do you have anything to say to this man who's keeping my husband so long? And I heard his voice, the man speaking to my husband, and immediately I heard his mother. And I was like, okay, his mother. I'm like, okay, God, I'm going to go. So I went over to Asher, and I'm listening to the conversation. I kind of insert myself. And then while they're talking, I ask him, do you have, is your mother ill? Is your mother sick by any chance? And he's a 22-year-old young man, and he looks at me kind of cross, and he's like, my mother? And I'm like, yes, your mother. I know it seems like a strange question. And he's like, well, he paused for a long time. And it turned out that he was adopted. And he had met his birth mother just a little while ago. And he was adopted by a very nice family. He opened up a lot, actually. And I knew it was God at that point, because people don't just open up when they come to your front door about their past. And he talked about how he went to meet his birth family and how they rejected him, even when he came back. That they kind of were, toxic and everything, kind of bad stuff was happening. And he was the only boy in the family. They had other children after him and before him, but he was the only boy they gave away. And my heart sank, because I was like, Holy Spirit, you are God. You know, we have those, Holy Spirit, you are God. Like, you are God. We always talk about Jesus and the Father. I'm like, Holy Spirit, you are God. You know each and every person, and you know the darkest parts of their heart. And the Lord parented me in that moment. He was like, because of your attitude, you were going to deny this young man an encounter with me. And so I got to share the gospel with him, and we shared the gospel with him and talked to him a little bit. And it turns out that his friend had been just saved and baptized. And he was telling him about God. And the Holy Spirit told us to give him a book of John, and we had little books of John, ESV version.